Welcome, everyone. Her name is Sophie. She is 29 years old. She has been married to Lucas for 6 years. Lucas is 32 now. He is her husband. He is a gentleman, quiet, thoughtful, and patient. He doesn't talk much, but when he does, his words carry warmth. He never raises his voice. He never says anything harsh. He never walks away when things get difficult. When Sophie gets sick, Lucas stays by her side all night. He checks her temperature, brings her medicine, and softly asks, "Are you feeling better now?" When she feels tired after work, he warms up food for her, even if he came home later than she did. Every morning before she wakes up, he prepares her coffee just the way she likes it, slightly sweet, with a touch of milk. Lucas notices things, the small things. If Sophie looks stressed, he doesn't ask too many questions. He simply sits beside her. Sometimes silence is his way of saying, "I'm here." When she cries, he doesn't interrupt. He listens, and when her tears slow down, he gently holds her and says, "You don't have to carry everything alone." Lucas is a good man, but sometimes Sophie forgets that. Sophie works in a corporate office. She is successful, ambitious, and hardworking. She earns a high salary, more than she ever imagined, when she first started her career. Every morning, she dresses neatly, walks confidently into meetings, and speaks with authority. People respect her. Her colleagues admire her. Her boss trusts her. But success changes things. Slowly, quietly. It changes how she sees the world. At first, it was small. She started comparing. She saw her coworkers posting pictures online, expensive vacations, luxury cars, fine dining. She noticed their husbands bringing them gifts, taking them to fancy places, surprising them with grand gestures. She looked at Lucas and thought, why isn't he like that? Lucas worked a simple job. He didn't earn as much as she did. He didn't buy expensive gifts. He didn't plan luxurious trips. Instead, he did simple things. Too simple, she thought. One evening, Sophie came home late. She was exhausted. Her head hurt. Her body felt heavy. She walked into the house expecting silence. But the lights were warm. The table was set. Lucas came out of the kitchen smiling softly. "I made your favorite," he said. Sophie looked at the table. It was just a simple meal, not something special, not something impressive. And suddenly she felt irritated. "This again?" she said, her voice colder than she intended. "Why don't we ever eat something different?" Lucas paused. His smile faded slightly, but he didn't argue. "I thought you liked this," he said quietly. "I do," Sophie replied, sighing. "But it's always the same." "Can't we do something more?" Lucas nodded slowly. "Okay," he said. That was all. That night, Sophie lay in bed, scrolling through her phone. Perfect lives. Perfect couples. Perfect moments. And beside her, Lucas slept peacefully. She didn't notice how he had stayed awake longer than usual before falling asleep. Days passed. Weeks passed. Sophie became busier. More stressed. More distant? She started coming home later. Sometimes she didn't eat dinner at all. Sometimes she barely spoke. Lucas still tried. He still made coffee every morning. Still waited for her at night. Still asked, "How was your day?" But Sophie's answers grew shorter. "I'm tired." "It's fine. Nothing important." One rainy evening, everything changed. Sophie had a terrible day at work. A project failed. Her boss was disappointed. Her colleagues were tense. She felt overwhelmed. She came home frustrated. Lucas opened the door. "You're late," he said gently. "I was worried." That simple sentence somehow made her angry. "Why are you always worried?" she snapped. "Can't you just stop asking questions for once?" Lucas froze. "I was just—" "I know," Sophie interrupted. "You're always just something. Just caring. Just asking. Just being—" "The same!" Her words hung in the air. Heavy, sharp, painful. Lucas didn't respond. He simply stepped aside and let her walk in. That night, they didn't speak. For the first time in years, silence felt cold. The next morning, Sophie woke up. The house was quiet. Too quiet. There was no coffee on the table. No soft footsteps in the kitchen. No gentle voice saying, "Good morning." She walked out of the bedroom. Lucas was sitting on the couch. He looked tired. "Sophie," he said softly, "can we talk?" She nodded. "I know I'm not perfect," Lucas began. I know I don't give you expensive things. I know I'm not exciting or impressive. Sophie felt something tighten in her chest. But everything I do, he continued, I do because I love you. I thought that was enough. He looked down. Maybe I was wrong. Sophie didn't speak. She couldn't. Because suddenly, memories came rushing back, all at once. The nights he stayed awake when she was sick. The mornings he made coffee before she even asked. The quiet moments he sat beside her when she felt broken. The way he held her without saying a word. The way he believed in her, even when she didn't believe in herself. Tears filled her eyes. I forgot, she whispered. Lucas looked up. I forgot how much you do for me, she said, her voice shaking. I was so busy chasing everything else that I stopped seeing what I already had. She stepped closer. You never gave me less, she said. I just started expecting more, without appreciating anything. Lucas didn't move. Sophie reached for his hand. I'm sorry, she said. For a moment, nothing happened. Then slowly, Lucas held her hand back. I don't need to be rich, he said quietly. I just want us to be okay. Sophie nodded, tears falling. We will be, she said. I promise. That morning they sat together. No phones, no distractions, just silence. But this time, it felt warm again. From that day, Sophie changed. Not completely, not instantly, but slowly. She started noticing again. The coffee in the morning, the meals on the table, the quiet support, the steady love. One evening she came home early. Lucas was surprised. What happened? He asked. Sophie smiled. I just wanted to come home to you. Lucas smiled back. And in that simple moment, Sophie realized something important. Love is not always loud. It is not always grand. It is not always visible to the world. Sometimes, love is quiet, patient, consistent, and easy to forget until you almost lose it.